I don't know. I think Tarantino maybe was overthinking a bit here. That's my guess. Got up in his own head, ended up listing Toy Story 3 as the second best film of the century. All right, Variety reports Quentin Tarantino has named Ridley Scott's Black Hawk Down the best movie of the 21st century, saying Scott's feat of direction is beyond extraordinary. There's a lot of conversation on social media about this. Quentin Tarantino has listed his top 20. I think he did his top 20, but this article has his top 10 movies of the century. So I guess that would be since 2000, or I don't know if he's starting from 2001. So the rest of his list: number 2, Toy Story 3. Number 3, Lost in Translation. Number 4, Dunkirk. Number 5, There Will Be Blood. Number 6, Zodiac. Number 7, Unstoppable, Tony Scott. Number 8, Mad Max Fury Road. Number 9, Shaun of the Dead. Number 10, Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris. That's Quentin Tarantino's top 10 list of the century. Now, I like Tarantino films. I like him as a film critic also. I think he's obviously very knowledgeable and insightful on the subject. And I've listened to probably every Tarantino film review that I could find on YouTube. He has interesting things to say about movies, as you would expect. But I have to say, this list is a mess. I mean, this list is a bit of an atrocity. I don't know. I think Tarantino maybe was overthinking a bit here. That's my guess. Got up in his own head, ended up listing Toy Story 3 as the second best film of the century. I don't know if he was confused or having a stroke or something while he said that. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. I'm trying to be charitable. Toy Story 3 does not belong on the list. Mad Max Fury Road does not belong on the list. Mad Max Fury Road is one of the most overrated films maybe ever. I mean, it was good. I liked it. It's a good movie. It's entertaining. It's not a great film. Toy Story 3, not a great film. It's a good movie as far as kids' movies go. Not any sort of monumental artistic achievement. Unstoppable was a fun movie. That's the one. Isn't that the one with? That's the one with Denzel Washington and who's the other guy? And it's on a train that's that's the brakes don't work and it's barreling through the. It's a fun movie, but it's not a great film. It's like a good B tier action film. It's a good B action film. Not even the best B action movie of the century. I think that was I'd give that to probably Taken. I would say is the best B action movie of the century. Shaun of the Dead that he lists is really good, but Hot Fuzz was better. It's not even the best Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright movie. I think Hot Fuzz is better. Most of the other films don't belong on the list. So let me correct the record. I've thought about this for 90 seconds, and I'm probably going to regret my own list. But of course, you see a list like this, you have to come up with your own. So if I were to go 10 through 1, best movies of the century, I would say number 10, I think you need I think you need a pure comedy on the list. Shaun of the Dead was a comedy, but it's also a zombie movie, and it works as a zombie movie, which was Tarantino's point about it. That's why it's a really good movie, is that it works as a zombie movie and a comedy, which is true. So just like a pure comedy, there were a lot of good ones between 2001 and 2012. And then after that, there were none. But so I'd probably say there's 10 that you could put at number 10 on the list if you're picking a comedy. I'd probably say Borat, I think to me was the funniest. Certainly one of the most iconic, certainly. 9, I would put Zodiac, which he has on his list. 8, The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. Criminally underrated, criminally underseen, probably because it's 19 hours long. It is very artsy. It's a very kind of artsy Western movie, which I usually am not a big fan of, but it is a great film. Tremendous performances by Casey Affleck and Brad Pitt. Beautifully shot film. Every shot in the movie is like a painting. A great film. 7, I think I'd put Whiplash, which is the best movie about ambition that maybe has ever been made, for my money. And it's so great that you could not like jazz music, like me. I don't like jazz music. And you could also not really care about drumming, which I don't, and yet be totally absorbed by this film about a jazz drummer. So that's 7. 6, I put Sicario, which is one of the greatest thrillers ever made, unflinching, brutal. And it's an action movie with a female protagonist who is actually a female protagonist. One of the few action films with a female protagonist that's any good, and where the female protagonist is a female. There's no scene where she is single-handedly kicking the asses of a bunch of, brawny, huge men that are 3 times her size. That does not happen. She's overmatched and overpowered through the entire movie because she's a woman. So it's very realistic in that way. But Emily Blunt is the actress, and I think she does a great job. This Christmas season, you could help change a life. Picture a young woman who just found out she's pregnant, wasn't expecting it. She's scared, maybe doesn't have much support, isn't sure what her options are. This is exactly what Preborn Ministries is there for. They offer free ultrasounds and counseling to women facing these tough decisions. Sometimes just seeing the ultrasound and talking to someone who cares makes all the difference. When a woman is facing that difficult decision, Preborn is there to help. When a woman sees her baby's ultrasound at Preborn, everything can change. That moment often gives her the courage to choose life. This Christmas, just $28 can sponsor an ultrasound. And right now, your gift is doubled through a matching grant. To donate, dial pound 250 and say baby, or visit preborn.com/Walsh. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or preborn.com/Walsh. 5, I'd say Children of Men, prophetic, I think the greatest pro-life film of all time. I think the people involved in the movie have denied that it was a pro-life film, but it is a pro-life film. It just is. I mean, it's all about the sanctity of life, the hope that a new birth represents, the humanity of the unborn. I mean, the movie doesn't work unless you accept that unborn life is life, and sacred. The movie doesn't work unless you accept that as a premise going in. Number 4, Apocalypto, I would say a perfect movie. It's one of those movies you watch and there's not a single frame of it that you would change. I think Apocalypto is what a lot of people think Mad Max Fury Road is, in that it's like this propulsive movie. It never slows down. It keeps moving. You're on the edge of your seat the entire time. Fury Road is that way. Apocalypto is that way. But I think Apocalypto is just a better film all around. 3, I'd put There Will Be Blood. I think he had There Will Be Blood at number 3, so he was right about that. Number 2, Master and Commander. I'm shocked and appalled that film didn't make Tarantino's list at all. It is another perfect movie. I've sung its praises many times. I did a whole video about it. You should watch it. We'll watch the video and then watch the movie. And then number 1 is No Country for Old Men. That I don't know how that didn't make Tarantino's list. I don't even think it made his top 20, but it's, for my money, it's probably my favorite movie of all time. It certainly is top 3 of the century, if not of all time. Thanks for checking out this video. If you'd like to listen to my full podcast on the go, you can check out The Matt Walsh Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.